waiting for the green light to pop on. Ah, they're good. We're on the side channel. Ah, turn whatever that is down. So what's up? Ah,
I just wanted to ask, so I already know Buttons' side of the story, but I've never really heard yours.
about what part?
And so hmm?
About here. Let me turn down my audio. Keep talking.
I just wanted to hear about yours and
Well, you,
just basically ask about the whole situation.
which point of contention per se though?
Uh, the most recent one, I guess, because wasn't really very clear. Like with what happened with the stream the other day when Buttons called you, and then
Oh, so
yeah,
we're specifically just talking about the nude.
no,
Okay, well
uh,
I need you to direct me then.
sorry about that.
I did spend the next 2 days for what it's worth looking, and I couldn't find it. I did find a lot of old things. I found the first time that I talked to AZ, my friend the elf. I found the first time I talked to Leo Convoy, which is also this first time I talked to that creepy reading. I found the first time that I talked to Buttons. Um, yeah, I still got that laying around. And I went, if you've ever get like a data transfer from like Best Buy and shit, it basically they send you how the hell do I word this? Freaking hell, my head isn't working. They put everything in an old folder. Eh.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's just I wanted to ask like the whole situation it is with Buttons, because I've heard like vague mentions of like past events or that she keeps doing the same things.
Um, so I need you to be more specific because that's a lot of talk for 1v1, and I'd probably need mentions and stuff. For example, the first time we broke up, they winded up dumping over 80 pages of private material out in public. And after I got done taking all the abuse, I remember Buttons is going, "I'm tired of people making fun of me for it." I'm like, "But you put it out there. I mean, what do you want me to do? My enemies are still grilling you. Um, I'm not going to protect you because you're the one who did it, and what's more, I can't stop them because they're my enemies." In case you didn't catch
Fair
that part,
enough.
yeah. Um,
I'm just generally really confused because
if I had to guess, and I've done this pretty good because Button sucks at tactics, broke off and said, "I'm going to bring up now that Anthony's been stringing me along, but Buttons has a way of fucking getting on everyone's last nerve. So when she left, she was also pissing off Rouge at like the 11th hour. I was getting along with Buttons, but they'd been kind of poking me more and more about like, hey, because I said in the past, um, hey, maybe when you get yourself in a better headspace, stop asking me about going out because I didn't want to because my friends had advised me. I'm a grown man. I had to make my own decision, but it was good advice, you know. And Buttons has been sick a lot. I understand that. I do suspect at times. What's the hypochondriac? Is the one where you think you're sick all the time? I know there's, yeah, obviously I saw the hospital pictures, which are up on their Twitter, unless they took them down. I didn't screenshot them myself. I know what it's like to be through the hospital, but there are some times where I wonder whether Buttons is that sick or not. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I couldn't tell you which times that they're having a mental thing or it's a physical thing or what.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm all over the place, but you're not giving
No, no,
me
no, you're fine.
give me a better strike zone where to swing at the ball here. I'm confused.
Just
No, I don't like. I need you to be more on point with your questions.
um, yeah, sorry. I didn't jump into this prepared. I apologize.
Oh, good. You'll fit right in.
Um, okay. So I guess for starters, this the most like recent time that she's basically cut you off. Like
So
she
basically, the
told me
original.
her
Well,
side of
hold
what
up.
happened.
So the first thing that she said was is that she felt that I was jerking her around. I very distinctly had said that I was not interested in a relationship. I said that I was prepared. A little hard to hide this now. If you would like to be friends, and if there's some RP on the side, since there's no hiding that now, since certain people decided to take certain things into certain rooms, like the BronyCon staff, We could do that, but I'm not going out with you. And I said I can be there and I can be supportive. If you're having a really bad time, I can be a distraction. I Hanging out with me is not going to be a substitute for medical help. I am not a psychiatrist. At best, I am a bag of weed that will dull. Yes, I think that is perfect. I've had an ex who ended up saying you're the best drug. Yeah, I don't smoke weed, by the way. I'm just saying I can be a wonderful distraction. And I thought at the end there, and I've had a couple people laugh at me when I spun it like this. Maybe Buttons has outgrown me. Wouldn't that be funny if that were true? Wouldn't that be funny if Buttons ended up being the mature one and just walked off? Ow. But you know what? With their years and youth, it's I'd say law of averages. It was bound to happen. But then they started screaming. Basically, they sent Leo Convoy over, which would have been the best person to trust in this instance, um, to have me delete nude pictures of Buttons. I only ever had the one. I think they sent it to me when I was in the hospital. I can't absolutely say where. I've scoured my laptop and desktop. I've scoured my flash drives. I cannot find the picture. I remember putting in a folder and then putting the folder in another folder, and I have looked through high and high water. I half suspect that I either deleted it, which is sometimes like if you're looking through something and the program doesn't show like everything in there, I might have just
Yeah.
deleted it because I thought it was empty. Like for example, if you're like an Audacity, it won't show
Yeah, no,
pictures.
I get that.
Yeah, it is possible that happened, but I've never released anyone's nudes ever. And
I wouldn't think you would have. It's just
but
I get
but
where
on the
she
other
came
hand,
from.
on the other hand, when they were talking to me about Lou the Kitty, Leo Convoy, I got suspended again, spoken, I'm weighing my options. Um, just right off the chat. I When Buttons found out that she was in Lou the Kitty server, which I was too. Um, I think I'm still in there on the side account. I haven't popped over there in a minute. She said that she found in the not safe for work section what appeared to be Lou the Kitty's nudes. Now, I understand that there's a difference, but I at the same time realized that I didn't want to go into business with the people from Kiwi Farms, even if it would have been an easy 75 bucks. Buttons decided to, and here's what I'm going to tell you this. Not that I would give Buttons his nudes, but let me tell you this. If I did find that picture and I handed it off to Sheldon, I would likely be legally on the hook. He wouldn't. Buttons would still be screaming at Sheldon for posting it somewhere. So that's the
Yeah.
contradiction. Yeah, and he would have no legal responsibility to hide it whatsoever. None, to the best of my knowledge. I'm not a legal expert, but I'm pretty damn sure.
Yeah, no, like if you
But I don't know where it is. No one's handing it off. Buttons would hear that, and she's like, "See, he's planning it." No, no one's planning it
Yeah.
anywhere.
I get how she misunderstood the message. I get that.
No, no, no. This is Buttons clearly trying to weaponize shit. So basically, when she went to Cecil McFly, who's a
Hmm.
fairly rational, reasonable person. Hi, Ben. Just look at chat. She got told, no, that's not what he means. When she went to Purple Tinker, who's someone who's very high strung, um, some respect, she got told, no, that's not what it means. Buttons is doing what she always does in these instances. I will get a second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh, and eighth opinion until I get the answer I want. It will only be a matter of time now before Buttons goes to Lily Pete, which I'm pretty sure they already have and been sending messages anonymously on Tumblr. I have been through the Buttons playbook before. I know what this looks like. No one is surprised. Truth be told, we pretty much know what you're going to do before you're going to do it, Buttons, because you've done this before. This is deja vu. It's about the same time of the year almost. Maybe 2-3 months difference. And what I said while this was going down, I was like, go have fun at BC. No one has taken a hit on BronyCon for anyone that. Well, okay, none of my people are looking to do anything. Yeah, I can't speak the top of the barrel. If they do anything out of the line, I'm not going to care at this point, because they've gone out of their way, and I know that they'll probably continue to go out of their way. I think that Buttons is the living embodiment of the stick and the bike meme. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one guy who jams the fucking stick in the thing, rides the bike,
Yeah.
falls over, covers his knee. That is Buttons in a nutshell. And I've had to tell Buttons times, like, look, during the Mint Heart thing and give advice. This is what you got to do. When they wanted to send messages to Null, and I was like, look, you might make money now, which they didn't do. But you're it's that looks bad later on that you sold someone's nudes. People are gonna take interest with that. Um,
Honestly,
yeah.
um, like I may be a friend of Buttons, but I don't condone that, and I don't condone honestly, they told me that they were gonna cut contact with you. Like they were honest about that, and they told me the reasons why. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And then during like the stream, they're like, oh, all I want is to be left alone. And then they're going on Twitter and
They kept
antagonizing.
they kept fucking goddamn sending my friend Daisy the elf to come talk to me about it, and I said I don't either. It's gone or I can't find it. That's it. No, it's not rational for you to want to go through my computer. I have shared screen while going through files before with buttons, but I was pretty sure they didn't have OBS open, and they were going to try and look through piece by piece. So, in other words, you've seen my shit before, but I do know you'd weaponize it this time around.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I can get that.
you would sell it, unlike some people. If
Jeez.
Buttons had a nude of me, they would sell it, regardless of fucking thing, and they would argue till they were blue in the face. And I think that's probably what Buttons is concerned about. They'll probably think, God, if he ever does find it and I go too far, well, here's one. Just fuck off. Fuck off. Shut up and go away.
Honestly, I don't think that
Yeah, and
you would
let,
ever do that
well,
type of thing.
no, and here's the
Hmm?
other thing here. Buttons last time got a major, massive pass, where basically I was trying to do the bare minimal, not because I was, I didn't want to be seen as an aggressive dick. If Buttons pushes this as all, I will make this the Buttons channel. I will, and it will do good views.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I I have all your videos on me, Buttons. I have every last one of them. I never deleted a fucking one. I have all of them.
Jeez.
Her screaming,
Hmm.
trying to say that I raped her. I have the other fucking ones where she said, "No, I really did." No, you really did. She went to the cops and suggested that I raped her. And then she wanted to go back out with me, and my friends are like, "That's a really bad idea, Anthony. Don't do that." I had my friend That Creepy Reading on the line trying to explain to the cops that I didn't have any obligation to take down any of my videos, which they didn't even cite which ones. They're like, "Oh, we could sit down together." I don't want to sit down with you.
So wait, that's the reason why you had the cops called on you?
She said that I had video. She did say she specifically did tell the cops, and they said we're not pressing charges about that, but could you take videos down on Buttons? And then Creepy Reading argued with the cops that I didn't have a legal responsibility to do so. They eventually just gave up. Um,
Jeez.
yeah. Those original videos were basically I would explain my situation. She sent fucking Twitter posts to Mr. Medicare about like, hey, look, I'm not saying that he raped me, but there was a fucking audio link that went up on Encyclopedia Dramatica of her trembling and crying about saying that they raped me, and then she wanted to go out with me again.
Good lord. Yeah, Dad? What? Okay. I'm gonna have to hang up. My dad's calling me.
Okay, it's been fun. Hello, hateful. I guess I could start a. Let me go listen. I guess I could start one in the main room and see if anybody's around. Starting a call in Limbo, since that was me talking to Beast. Hello, hateful. Let me know if you want in, or if you're busy, it's fine. I remember I was friends already. I mean, I could go through some of the best of Buttons. Would we like to do that? I did find one of the Buttons' flash drives from back in the day. Let's take a Wookie Woo, shall we? Sure, why not? Computer. God, I sure hope. Let me make absolutely sure that the nude isn't in this one. View large icons. Okay. View large icons. Okay. Here's the time where fucking she tried to use Jasmine Blue against me. In fact, let's see if there's a way to fucking get this on the screen. Properties. Da, 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 da. Which program is this? Let me see. One sec. This is from April 23rd. See, I knew that you were a bit off there spoken. Let me fire up Giazzo. April 23rd. I can't say because I can't trust anyone right now. Dulcet won't talk to me. He abused you, and you shouldn't talk to him. Someone told me he used to do that to you. Is that what Anthony did to me? It's what Anthony did to me. So, you're underage, I'm gonna guess. Han, do you know who Dulcet's real name? This is Buttons attempting to get Dulcet doxxed. And this person, Jasmine Blue, would later on to go call Buttons a pedophile, and we helped Buttons against this person. Funny how that is. But he did have me call him Daddy. I remember that from Limbo one day where you were saying Daddy and he said he had just adopted. And by the way, let's see, let's keep going down here. Let's do another Giazzo. I won't be shocked if fucking Buttons goes back to talk with fucking Jasmine Blue after this. I remember that from Limbo. One day we were saying Daddy, skimming along. No, he just said that because I guess I have issues. I want an RP family. Don't have RP families, kids. Did he do anything sexual or just try to get to you? He just brought me treats is all. We broke off because we had so much baggage and I was the one who ended it, and I said he was going to through so much for me to be with him. You're not saying what he told you to say or anything. You're being honest. Jasmine, I need 100% honesty. Not that I can remember. I'm on a lot of painkillers because of my leg. Let's see. Buttons is what it is. Let's see if I could find a video since I don't. Let me find one of my portable hard drives. Buttons needs therapy. Funny you should say that. I do know there's a call of that somewhere. Let's see, open file views. Let's see. Is this the right or the wrong one? Let me just make sure. Cool. I'm not showing anything on screen right now. Backup, comp. The hell is that? Okay, that's not it. Well, this isn't the right portable hard drive. Let me check the other one. I might have run out of content in a minute here. Or maybe I'm so unorganized that I found the old Buttons folders and then lost them again. Won't that be a thing? There we go. Once more, under the bridge. Computer. Come on, load, you stupid piece of crap. Ah, here we are. Continue without scanning. Am I the only one that does that? Buttons video archive. Let me just hide this image of Buttons looking in a mirror, because I don't want them flagging the video. Ah, here we are. Hello, Shiokami. I'd talked to fucking one of Buttons' friends here before. They're like, how's this happened before? And they wound up leaving. Here, I'll just play this off.
I think so.
Yeah, so he added you to Limbo to yell at you for being a bad parent and not getting the facts straight. You know what? You have me on Skype. Add me to the call, please.
No, they've already removed me. He basically yelled at me.
You should have had me there. I would have recorded.
I know so many things. Ha tee. This guy is going around calling Buttons a pedophile right now.
Adding
No, they're
him.
calling me.
They had that same.
Add me to the call too.
They had that same glib tone when they showed up with their friends fucking the other damn day.
Add my Skype, please.
Alright, adding you.
Yep. I'm recording right now.
Because if anybody knows what a victim is, it's me. I'm Buttons. I know these things. I could tell a pedophile. I just know.
Ow. Oh, he removed me. Oh, add me again. I'm being serious.
Yeah, he removed me.
Yeah, add me again.
Would
Hey,
anyone-
Anthony. So I hear you're trying to mess with Baron. Hey, Baron. Why don't you be honest with me and tell me what's going on right now as far as everything? And the fact that, you've had Jasmine for only 2.5 years, correct? Due to adoption?
Yeah.
So let's go through that too. Baron, from what I understand at the time, was 25 years old. And 24, 25, that would be impossible. Because don't you have to be 25 minimal to have an adoption? She just believed it because she knows! Buttons knows these things!
Yep. Alright. So he didn't bother to check that and screamed at you for giving your child a computer when she already had those accounts. And you did not know what was going on, correct?
Correct.
Right. Alright. Tell him if he wants you, he has to put me in. Like, I'm ready to go right now. You have no...
I will be glad to pull up the BitChute account. One sec. Let's get to that fucking beautiful bean footage. This was me talking to Baron. Blurred probably doesn't necessarily, people will assume, oh, I haven't tried to tell people why I blurred it. I just said that I've had some situations where I was asked to. I had it happen with my last video. There's literally next to no way that they're going to guess it's because of Jasmine. They're probably going to assume it's because of Spockter Theory, who just got nicked for being a pedophile. Now, for the record, this was a PSA video that I've had to private. Empty Brook talked me into fucking... Well, they wanted me to take it down, but I wound up priving it. Considering that, oddly enough, Shiakami's in the call, the video is 80 to 90% wrong, since it's me talking about Spockter Theory, as well as Shiakami, and the last part that was right was Jasmine Blue. Okay. And I've told this to Dulcet, is there a screenshot where she says to Dulcet, I'm 15, and he says, oh, that's awesome? No. Is there anything like that?
No. What we have is basically just a person having a normal conversation with someone and then basically making sexual advances without first having asked their age and assuming based upon the response that it was okay.
I understand that I'm looking at the Skype thing, and let's look at that right now. That better not still be 25, friend. And if you listened from the Buttons fucking video, he didn't know. Why? If you're sitting here checking on, on your alleged kid here, which this got exposed as not being, to the best of my knowledge, even Buttons winded up saying that later on. What are you doing sitting there talking to people when your first thing should be policing your kid, if it really was?
Video of it somewhere, hold on.
No. I'm looking at her profile right this moment, sir. Let me pull that up real quick. Lickety split. Let's see. Firefox.
Hanging out here in Wilmington.
Just keep going here.
No, I
Okay,
mean there's a
no, why is
video
it
of
still
the
25?
logs.
Why right now am I looking, and she changed the name, that's fine, whatever. Why is her age still 25 at this moment, sir? I want to know that.
I don't know.
The correct answer that a parent should say is, 1 second, I'll go fix that immediately.
I haven't made her do
Yo,
anything with her Skype or anything.
I'm in the middle of the stream, and I'm addressing a Buttons matter here right now, Migs.
I've been trying to deal with this stupid
Interesting.
crap.
Put yourself in my...
I didn't know you were on stream. If I accidentally walked in.
Migs, it's okay. Just stop. Why should I believe you're a parent? That's a very shit-ass answer.
Well, that's kind of insulting.
Look, man. You're letting your daughter go around with the age 25, and she's gotten involved with at least one dude.
I'm referring
one
to...
dude
No, I'm referring to on Discord, where she
I'm
met
looking at
people
Skype.
before she even talked to them on Skype, and they made assumptions about her age and went into sexual acts with her.
Okay.
That's what I'm referring to.
Okay, I know fuck all about Discord. I don't deal in it. It's not my jam. I agree with Mr. Medicare. Has anything good ever come of Discord? No, I think it's shit. But if you want to let your daughter run wild on Discord, how do they put it? My name's Bennett, and I'm not in it. You know, that has nothing to do with me. For the love of God, why can't you just get your daughter? Sorry, tired, fried. A lot of stupid shit has been going on. Which Buttons was adding to at the time, I'd like to add that out. Why this moment can't you, like, call her over and get her to change her name? She's on. There's a green check mark next to her name. Why aren't you getting her to change it to 15?
I actually didn't think that she was still on Skype.
I'm looking right at it, man.
I asked her to...
Let's cut back to the glibness of Buttons.
A fucking idea. And I'm recording right now, but
I know what a victim sounds like.
anyway, so we have proof of everything. Oh, this is glorious.
Shit editing.
Is he adding you back into limbo?
No.
Yeah, tell him if he wants you, he has to add me. And that's the only way. You're gonna keep adding
I'm going to interject myself into this situation whether it makes it better or not.
me unless he doesn't stop adding you. Alright, so...
If anyone would like an example of that, you should go back to any number of podcasts, including the Lou the Kitty one, where Buttons kept trying to fucking push her way into that podcast. There have been a series of them. The Performance Major one, where basically they would send me like hundreds and hundreds of fucking goddamn Anthony, adding me. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say just because they started spamming racial slurs at me. I get that that's a meme. I get that they're just kind of getting angry. But this is basically Buttons on fucking goddamn can't think one step ahead.
This is happening right now, people. So I tried getting FNGR and the Guardian of Jasmine into a call earlier with me. I was gonna be there because I need to record because I knew he wasn't going to be honest. I fucking knew it. I knew it to the bones. So what happened? You are a petty 40-year-old man living with his parents and has a 3-inch bean. Get fucked.
The cinnamon roll doth speak.
I'm gonna wait for this to send.
Skipping ahead.
Let's see what else there is. What
I
else
mean,
did he
there's even a there's actually legal precedent in the fact that it's not that the fame that she has, is very big or anything, and she's not used to, being in the as much of a public eye, and he's put her there further than she wanted to be.
Oh, okay.
There is no legal precedent to that, and that was just Buttons going, oh, okay, I know a victim when I see one.
Okay, there's that too. Thank you for...
There's actually legal precedent on that.
That's very interesting, actually. And he tried saying you're a horrible parent because she...
Let's go back to that.
Get off of this stuff until we got this dealt with.
Do I need to screen share with you? Because I think you think I'm lying.
No, I'm good.
No. So here's the difference between all this and the dumb shit is all my videos where I basically addressed all my crap are still up. All Buttons videos where she screwed up are down. I think that speaks volumes. I'm totally going to do that since I want to show in my recording that I am showing you. Look, there is Jasmine, Jocelyn Panda, age 25. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't tell her to do
Why
that.
the fuck do you have a kid, motherfucker?
It's not just me that watches her. It's my parents as well.
Oh my fucking god. What a beta male. Please tell me you're just lying to me right now. Please tell me that you are not the legit caretaker of this kid. Please tell me that she's an adult and that you're not looking after a 15-year-old and you're not so fucking grossly fucking incompetent that you cannot get her to change her name from 25 to 15.
I told you. I asked her to get off Skype. I didn't realize she was still on there. I actually
Take the computer the fuck away from her, you fucking moron! What the fuck is wrong with you? Is that all that the world is filled full of dumbass fucking parents like Jasmine Blues and fucking what was the goddamn young one? Fucking Raven Dustraws? Is every fucking parent this grossly fucking retarded these days? Fucking millennials or whatever generation we're in right now. I can't believe that the person that I chose to talk to instead of my ex is an even bigger fucking degenerate. You are a fucking piece of shit. Do you understand that? Your fucking kid is posing as an adult and putting herself in situations like this. What the hell is wrong with you? How old are you, motherfucker?
24.
Now, again, from the best of my knowledge, what I've been told, that you can't adopt until you're 25. Oh, okay. Unless this guy had a kid when he was 10. Okay, well, that's legally sound, but what... I got that wrong. God damn. Why are you letting your kid pose as being older than you?
I'm not letting her, and if you'd shut the fuck up...
Log off, motherfucker! And just get her to stop, you dumb asshole!
You're yelling at me.
Yes! Yes, I am! I would whip your fucking ass if you were here right now! I would beat you into a fucking inch of your life, you goddamn degenerate! Oh, good times. What the fuck is wrong with you? Sue me, motherfucker! He never did. This was over a year ago.
I actually can.
I actually can. You never did. You have her information out in public, and I have proof of it, motherfucker. Bring it.
No.
Yeah? I just showed it to you. I showed it to a YouTube hero. Bring it. It's out in the public. Let's go back to the other video. Actually, let's take a look. What do you guys think? Puts on earmuffs. Yikes. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'll also play the fucking audio.
Has internet and stuff. I mean, she's also very resistant on this. I mean, I've been trying to help her with a lot of this, but she's also very resistant in giving any information and deleting her
I just find it funny that, yeah, all this shit was stuff that she had beforehand. All I did was give her a computer so that she could, you know, entertain herself in her free time. It gets fucking hot here, and there's literally nothing you can do to go outside and, you know, do anything here. So, you know, computer gives you something to do.
Yeah, you live in, like, Arizona, right?
Arizona.
Yeah, I've heard that shit is hot from Jaden Animations. So, no, Jaden Animations, so I know what that's like, from stories, but, did you...
I just think it's funny. He thinks it's a gotcha, and he just kind of read at me.
I think he's upset, like, thinking you don't check every now and then and stuff. But then again, like, while...
Now, from what I understand, and this is a big gotcha, Jasmine Blue went around getting fucking buttons kicked out of a reported number of Discords. How many friends has Buttons had over the years that are still with them? It just sort of makes you wonder. Let's see if I got anything else to really listen to here. Let's see here. Messages to everyone.
Hey there everyone, it's Cookie Stars. I'm making this video because some things have come up I can't talk about. If I've talked to you as a close friend, I ask it not be released to the public. Due to these things coming up, I'm not dealing with any of this anymore.
Alright, I didn't preview these. I'm just looking through here. Apologies and final statement. Oh god.
My thoughts, and as clear and concise manner. I would like to say an apology, as in the call with Chambers, I misunderstood a negligent and disingenuous asshole man for an abuser. That was wrong and my emotions and trauma got the better of me.
She totally went back and called me an abuser later on.
And now for some public statements. Saturn Star. I don't really know you as a person. I know we spoke briefly due to the Countess Rose commission situation and me being salty in the podcast. Sorry about that. I would have liked to be your friend. Maybe we can in the future. Certain things have you involved. You are my big sister, and I thought I could lean on you.
I still remember that was when Buttons wound up having a go at fucking Pastel Pros when she was going through some family shit.
You to be here and help me with my battles. And telling me that what you didn't call, it made me want to cite you as a source for validation and proof. I didn't mean to attack you out of malice on Skype that day. I was just tired of being told to keep your friends out of it. All the while I saw them responding to Art making fun of me and the like, and shit-talking me. Made me feel like I was being told my problems doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter what people say. I didn't know Mikira's mother was dying. No one told me anything. Everyone blocked me and ignored my existence. However, that did not give you the right to give my phone number to someone to harass me. I also know I didn't blow up your phone, and you in fact texted me non-stop the night you apologized. Then I never texted or called you after, other than the few times on listen to Jasmine and her father. Those details are still foggy for me. But just know I'm sorry, and I will do better research in the future. And I hope you weren't too harmed by what was done. If
that was in regards to Blake Diamond. I actually won't get into the Blake Diamond drama. Blake could do that on his own.
If you were, I'll find a way to make it up to you if you let me. Douglas. I want to apologize for screaming my lungs out at you. You did not deserve that. I reacted to how I saw my environment and felt cornered, and the minute the word rape...
Now, for the record here, when, oddly enough, that kid Douglas came into the Buttons drama, which I guess we could pop over on his channel real quick. Let's see. One sec. Bunk. I was super paranoid when this shit happened because I didn't know anything about Douglas other than he was a ranter, and ranters were like, oh, those people scream. And he went to go talk to Buttons first. And I was like, so do I get a chance? No, you don't need to. Am I in trouble? No, you're fine. Let's see, is that still up? Fuck. Where is it? My call with Buttons. I'll skip here to the end.
You should probably get some help.
Do you know? You are fucking an idiot. I've been telling everyone in the public I was going to get help on April 18th, but my ride canceled, and the earliest they could reschedule is the end of this month. I've been trying to look for therapy. I told everyone in limbo this. Do you want to see the screenshot of me saying that?
I also remember Buttons told me, which I'm going to assume this was bullshit, my psychiatrist thought that it was a good idea that I keep talking to you. And that made me wonder, I'm like, God, I wonder if they are still seeing a shrink.
No, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I told everyone in limbo, I have the earliest I could schedule fucking therapy is April 18th.
Yeah, okay, the moment I'm speaking of when you flipped out on Sega Sister and you called her a cunt because she disagreed with you.
Yeah, and do you know that her and I made up recently?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, we made up recently. We are friends again, and we are talking in Mad Plushie's chat.
That aged well.
Did Sugar Pie show that?
I wonder if Sugar Pie is still friends with Buttons.
No, I got it from someone else. I'm just curious why you called her a cunt.
She called me a cunt because she's a bit... I called her a cunt because she was telling me that my claims were blowing it out of proportion when she went through the exact same fucking shit with Zach, and she was an abused victim of Zach like I was. It's kind of hypocritical. It's kind of hypocritical.
Do you have any proof that you were abused by Toon Critic? Because I don't
the most
really
I can give you is when he...
that.
Oh my... Well, because he did it in voice call. He tried getting with me for BronyCon.
Okay, so what I remember correctly is that basically she said Zach supposedly sent her a message or some shit like that we should come hang out, and that would somehow Buttons turn that into I was one of Zach's victims. I mean, I'm not saying that you should have to put up with fucking Zach slipping into your DMs, but no, that doesn't put you on par with the people who've been victimized by Zach. Did he make fun of you? Yes. Was that a massive dick move? Yes. Does that make you a victim? Fuck no. Get off your bullshit.
blocked him. Anthony told me don't block him, that we're cool. I can get you those screenshots. I'd have to get my other laptop. And then in voice calls, he would hang up the call on me, tell me shut the fuck up. He would make fun of me. He would mock my voice. And he would tell me no one wants to hear me. And it was in
Step does this to Buttons too. Is a 15-year-old abusing Buttons? I'm just curious.
voice call in limbo. And if you can't believe it, oh, well, does that mean you can't believe what happened with Mimkage? Does that mean you can't believe what happened with my...
Now, you're name-dropping a shit ton of Bernie names at a ranter he wasn't going to ever fucking figure out. Like, if you were going to have this discussion, you probably should have had a series of videos queued up to go, or it said, here, hold a second, let me go grab this.
Massacre, because they don't have proof. They don't have the proof of when it happened on video or call. You're being really fucking biased right now.
The big, major, massive difference is that people understood that Mimkage was going out with Toon. I guess the big, major point of contention is he winded up dumping her at a con, whereas basically he hung up the call on you. You were the master of fucking goddamn when you used to be in limbo hanging up on motherfuckers. Are those people abused? No. They shouldn't have had to put up with that crap, and it's why I've had many of my friends saying if Buttons comes back, we're gone. We're not putting up with this shit. So yeah, Buttons, you've burnt a bridge. This isn't going to be like later on, I have nowhere else to go. You said you're going to be there to be my support. I'm sorry. I'd probably rather hang out with Step, who's made it abundantly clear he's not my friend. Lol, funny joke. But yeah, easily. You know how hard I've often told you about fucking goddamn how do I put this? The optics of the you have to be at least a little bit nicer than the person you're up against. And for some odd reason that you feel that fucking if you claim you're a victim, you are instantly right. It doesn't work that way, and you can't get that out of your fucking head.
And you know what? I'm done with your bullshit, so fuck you, go to hell, eat a dick.
It's not quite as good as thank you, fuck you, bye. Anyways. Oh, fuck. So what's up, everybody? I can't even stand to hear that voice for 1 minute, let alone a whole year. Yeah, and I remember Buttons was like, you're always telling me I'm wrong. You're always wrong. Seems to be putting a lot of words in people's mouths to fit her narrative. Damn, 29 views on this channel. That's pretty decent. Jeez. Victims victimizing themselves to the point where they figure they can't be wrong. I've made the mistake, especially when I've talked to people like Thought Bubble Brittany and Blake Diamond, going, well, they're a victim. That means I gotta listen a little bit more. That's a mistake. Button seems to, like, I already said that. Birthday present, just keep getting better. Blake Jr. I don't know, is that Blake Diamond? Blake, if you'd like to come along. if Blake Diamond is in this chat right now and would like to bullshit and vent, I'll softball you right now. Fuck it. Her account is on private now, though. Oh, who Buttons is? Probably. Hey, Migs. I'm just looking up ahead. Shiakami, almost forgot about that. They'll twist any info they can to claim the moral high ground. So again, I will read off Lily Pete's quick Tumblr post about me, because it's funny. Where is it? Where did you go? Me. Anonymous says, and I'm assuming this is Buttons, Buttons seems really scared. The minute they cut him off a week or so ago, he went into limbo after them to tell them, you better not ruin him again. But who, though? Am I calling myself in the third person? The FNGR? Am I the Rock? In other words, keep your mouth shut about your abuse. He did to you or else. Judging by the apology they took down, they claim they weren't abused. Judging by the call that's up privately, which I guess we could put on now, they'll be scared to death to open up. Let's take a look. Let's go to Creator Studio. Let's do that private call.
Messages and be very affectionate and cuddly, which is, like, I know from experience of doing this my own, that's kind of like going, hey, this is just before flirting, because
Now, if you're expecting really good visuals, this was just me recording it and throwing it up online. I didn't have a lot of fucking time.
I still have feelings for you, and I'm going to try to see if I can get you to have feelings for me still. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. And Anthony is a dumbass. Anthony was being a sleeping bear that gets horny in the
Fuck you, Elf.
morning, and you were poking the bear.
It isn't even just the morning. Like, he would do this throughout the day.
Yeah, guys get horny when they wake up, like, anytime. Like,
did you hear me just say it's not just the morning?
Yeah, and I'm telling you that anytime. Like, they can take a nap, like, at 7 in the evening, wake up at 8 in the evening, and it'll be like they just woke up in the morning.
How often does Anthony take fucking naps?
Okay,
I
hold
don't
it.
know.
Hold it. Okay, so obviously, since I know Fable's going to leak all this, I'm just going to put my cards on the table here. Now, to be fair, I do know that Buttons wound up sending this thing to fucking Cecil McFly already, so I consider it fair game. I told you several times, I'm open to roleplay. Is that true or false?
Yeah.
Okay. And several times I specifically did not let things progress further there, and I said, we can be friends with benefits, and you can bury me with that.
You never said friends with benefits outright. You never fucking said that.
I never said we were dating. I absolutely never said. Every time I'd be like, we're not dating, you would wait like a little bit, and a day later you'd get all quiet and affectionate in the call, and I would be like, nope, we're not progressing any further. And you'd keep trying to sneak it in there, like, repeatedly.
How about this message you sent me in PM's Buttons where you said, in quotes, we're just friends with RP. You guys do not physically see each other, so that RP would be your benefits.
Yeah, I'll put it to you like this, Buttons. Were you god tier? Absolutely. I'm not knocking any of the quality of any of the things that went down. It was magnificent. But I wasn't going to go
The
back.
day after I broke up with President Fennec, you flirted with me. You straight up said you wanted to hug me, you love how glowy I am, you wanted to give in. And then you threw it in my face.
Alright, Buttons, I don't have full context of all those things right here. Tell you what, let's say that I'd fucked up completely. I apologize.
I attempted suicide because of that, you motherfucker.
They sure attempt suicide an awful lot, guys. They often... That seems to come out an awful lot. Here's an idea, Buttons. If you can't handle shit like roleplay, and it's basically causing you to commit suicide, maybe you shouldn't do it.
I felt like absolute shit.
Alright, no,
like
let's... Okay, fine, then provide the evidence, then.
Alright.
How about this, Buttons?
Did you tell me?
He wanted to hug you, and he loved how glowy you are. You just got out of a relationship. That can very easily be perceived. If I saw a message where he said just those two things, I would interpret that as a friend trying to comfort another friend after a relationship ended.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Buttons, I was already tired and was in no mood to deal with that crap, and I basically helped you get out of... Fennec, is that the one from Coyote Lovely?
Yes.
It's the one we yelled at.
We helped you with that! We collectively helped you with that!
Yeah!
Silence, Kimosabi.
I'm recording, by the way.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too! And I'm not gonna cut anything out.
Me either.
Okay, cool.
I recorded our last call, too.
Do you want to stream?
No.
Why not? Because it's gonna go public, no matter what. I know you. I know Fable over there. Fable Tail is literally the alpha and omega of dumb bitch disease. Just wanted to put that out there. I had Elf and Rouge laughing their ass off at me a minute ago reading off those comments. I'm like, well, that's coming. But nobody called me a bastard for it. There's certainly enough to humiliate the dog shit out of somebody for it.
Yeah. And Buttons, from those 3 screenshots where like
I'm going to say this right now, Fable. I've known for months.
They were
I knew for
hell.
months. No, I knew for months I was fucked for one reason. The person who had to rain buttons in each time was me. Did I think anyone would be there to rain buttons in my case? Absolutely not. Let's do the other one. I know Elf fucking included a little thing here at the end. Elf all up to buttons. I am
Straight up.
recording. Take it away, Elf.
The elf said, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Before I added Anthony and Rouge into the call, Buttons and I were chatting, and she kept saying that the only reason why she would roleplay with you is because that was how she felt she could get the attention she so deeply craved from Anthony. Which, like, I understand. I've been in a position like that. And I can tell you this from my own position. You know exactly what the fuck you're doing. You're doing everything you can that you know they will like to get their attention because you want it. So you will do all the little role play things that they're into to make them be like, ooh, tasty. Buttons was wanting your attention, and Buttons got your attention, and then Buttons felt bad about how they got your attention. Instead of just being a grown-ass adult and being like, hey, I feel like you never message me, can we chit-chat a little bit more often?
And I want to bring that up too. To say that all we ever did was RP, I spent hours and hours and hours, at least 3 to 4 of every day, at least 2 on a low, sitting around watching goddamn anime and other crap with Buttons. I know we've sat around watching Law and Order. I know we sat around watching fucking She-Ra, the new one, not the crappy old one, Fight Me Leo. What the fuck else? We went through fucking Venture Brothers' last 2 seasons. We went through a lot of it. Highly recommend Venture Brothers. Have to keep shilling the shit out of that. We went through fucking Buttons got me caught up on BoJack. What the fuck else we were watching? Trying to remember, there was some other crap that we started that was kind of interesting. We went back and watched Old Courage the Cowardly Dog. And yeah, it kind of sucks because now I kind of have to watch the crap on my own. But it's to say that all I ever did was sit there and use Buttons for RP. No, we sat around and watching a lot of crap. Was it the crap I wanted to watch? I mean, at any time, they could have got up and left. They could have fucking done this. Nobody tried to manipulate Buttons into that. So yeah.
Buttons basically tried to seduce you online. And is now pulling the victim card.
Alright. Yeah, that's just my thoughts. Back to our discussion section here. Being a decent friend, but seems not to have mattered to Buttons. Yeah. I recommend for everyone 18 and up. There's a show on Amazon Prime called The Boys. It's basically about like superheroes and shit, and it is oof. It's pretty warped. I wouldn't trust the trailer on YouTube because the trailer's really shitty, but the show is so good. I remember thinking, I guess Buttons will probably be back in a day or two, and when things escalated, I just was like, the point of no return for me was when Buttons had gone into the BronyCon fucking Discord and started bitching about this, and that room had nothing to do with this shit. I got about 30 minutes, let's play some softball. I don't know. Fuck. Just look back at Skype. What's this? I can probably call back later and we can discuss this. I should be good now. Oh. I don't know, I guess I'll call Hateful. Yeah. Yo. What's up? Just responding to Danny Boys' work, but very good. Yeah, I'm only 1 episode in. It's like movie level graphics. So what's up, Hateful?
Not much. What's been up with you?
Oh, keeping myself busy. That was the first thing I did when I realized I was like, Buttons isn't probably coming back. I should go make content. And it wasn't about Buttons. It wasn't about Buttons. My last 2 videos. Let's be honest. It was one because I screwed up and it rendered weird. Well, actually, I even say before that the stream only wound up covering because they kept poking me through Elf. And I was like, God, I sure hope that they don't turn AZ into fucking Aria Diamond and start sending me a bunch of crap I don't want to deal with.
No, I got the...
What day do you take off for BronyCon? Thursday?
I've come across a family emergency that's come up, so I can't go.
Oh, fuck, man. How much are you losing on money?
About 120.
Oh, that's not so bad. Like plane tickets and all that
shit? At the end
or?
of the world.
Yeah, 100.
No, it's just for the admission. I was just gonna drive up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 120.
I'm on the same coastline, so it's gonna be like an 18-hour drive for me.
Okay. Well, I had heard you were going to get into a fist fight with Vita, so I will definitely have missed what that would have looked like.
I know.
Oh. I don't even know what you look like, Hateful, so that'd have been cool.
About a little bit bigger build than Vita is.
Well, that would have maybe got it done. Muscles don't always mean it, but I know Vita's very stringly, gangly. That'd probably be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are we still on the stream?
Yeah. Should I shut it off?
It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah. No, I don't really give a shit. I fucking I did eventually get around to that thing today because I was like, I kind of need to get to that, and since Leo gave me that Toon Critic audio, I was like, oh good, this is a good way to segue back to fucking that thing that Hateful wanted.
Yeah, no, it was just like I looked this guy up, and then I see that there's like a fan fiction archive, and the first thing I see is this underage content, and I'm like, oh boy.
Well, I tell you what, again, you could always get Sheldon to do that. He used to read all of our Clop fan fiction, have him do a couple of like 1 minute readings and sit there and say, let's see just how disturbing this is. Or maybe, yeah, if you would have sat there and gave me like some excerpts to do a quick read of. I don't know.
Well, when this guy says there wasn't really much to say, he wasn't really lying. There wasn't really that much.
Okay.
I just found it ironic is all. So yeah, I mean, I watched your video about the whole fusion situation. I don't entirely disagree, like with everything
I don't
event has to say.
Yeah, I don't massively
like
blame Sheldon, so I should have probably spelt out the difference between Event and Mai's perspectives. I do think Sheldon could be kind of a pain in the ass and a bit more clear where his stances are and the others are. So, yeah, if I didn't spell that out quite as frequently, appreciate my situation when you hang with Beryl Sheldon. But no, I know that you've done what I consider was the right thing when you leaked the information to get foul out there. Some people seemed a bit judgmental about how you did. I think getting it out there as fast as possible was the right call. Go ahead, take it.
I mean, when I was in that call, I wasn't really all there, and at the time I wasn't really, in it for the drama. I was just kind of more the casual observer, so I wasn't paying attention. And so when I see it, like, the same exact screenshot that, Leo confronts Fusion in that stream with on Vita's stream, I'm like, oh shit, is this literally all he was using in his stream to basically burn Fusion at the stake? And I was like, well, there was one crucial piece of information.
Yeah, I expected you to be the one to jump on that because you're the super fucking critical of the evidence and shit like that. And I was like, well, yeah,
I mean, I do plan on jumping on it. It's just that between school and work, I've been busy.
No, and again,
I've been trying to finish up the legal video.
But since Leo wound up providing the information of Fusion, basically copying to it or responding back, acknowledging fucking what he's guilty of, combined with him taking off and dipping and not making any other statement, I think that's open and closed. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, it's open and closed. I know that you referenced his video that Vita collabed with Fusion with, but there was a statement that Vita made in the video. I mean, you could call it a safe response or whatnot, but yeah, and this was obviously before the accusations came out, but he said, I don't have 100% proof that you, as in you, Fusion, are a pedophile. I mean, he has substantial suspicions, and I mean, I went to Leo about this after the video came out, like the morning after. I was like, look, I mean, if Vita was the only one that we know about in Beryl that went in the server, I don't know, and he saw this shit that just, I don't know, made him raise a brow at this. I don't see how it couldn't have been reasonable for him to ask any of the other members of the server, be like, has Fusion tried to erotically roleplay with you guys on the side? Or is there more that you could tell me? I just find it odd that Vita wouldn't look into it more besides what was being shown on the surface at that point in time. You get what I'm saying?
Well, originally he got thrown out of fucking Beryl when that information came out, if memory serves.
Well, I'm talking about, are you talking about, when the pedophilia,
no, I mean, the first
actually came... Oh, the first time?
Yeah, the first kick he was out on barrel, and they were telling me about it during the foul thing, and I was just like, I don't have enough energy for foul. I really don't have enough energy for whatever the fuck that is on the side, and I'm sitting there thinking at my head, I hope they don't accuse me of playing softball on Fusion because they think I like him. Because I'm kind of indifferent to him at the moment, especially now. I just wanted to fucking get an open and shut case. I feel like Leo, gave me everything I needed in that follow-up. If they would have included that audio in the very first stream, I would have been like, well, I guess I just have to boost this one. Or I could just grab a snippet of it and make my own fucking video.
Right, and I mean, there was a lot about this that I just didn't really like, and one was that there was supposed to be a bunch of information, or at least that's what Vita said, that it's like, oh yeah, there was a whole bunch of screenshots I was given, but most of it was useless, and I was like, can we get a second opinion on that? I don't fucking know.
Well, tell you what, since Leo's right there, I'm assuming, Leo, you had access to the same content that Vita had? Because that's all I need to hear. If you saw it and you thought it was worth this, I'll take that. Audio jungle. Why is our audio off right now? So what's happening? Oh, we're just recapping the Fusion thing. Somebody with kanji letters, I can't read that shit. Also, hi Shiokami, it's good to see you.
Hi Shio.
I had access to the larger pool of it. Much of it was just catty banter. Okay, yeah, that's good enough for me. Since you've basically provided the meat and potatoes of what I needed to hear, I'm absolutely fine with that.
Leo's section of the video was very solid.
Yeah. FNGR's audio is really quiet compared to the other guy, that's all. Here, I'll fucking...
Hello, I am Hateful Tate.
Yeah. How's this? Is that better?
You sounded fine on my end.
Oh no, I'm just telling
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I cranked it up a bit on OBS. I just want to see, is it better now? Yes or no? Check Audacity. Oh, I think I see the problem. There. And hi, FNGR's audio. I can hear it. Howdy. You good? Alright, long as I'm not overpowering hateful right now. Well, on audio-wise.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Shit. I'm probably expecting fucking, if Vita just stays walking around in fucking Baltimore, if it's anything like fucking 2015, he's gonna drop dead of heat stroke.
Well, it's like, I went to the Discord, and I was like, hey, I want to ban this chick. Her name is Buttons, or Creations Out of Eden. And it's like, have you heard of this chick? And they're like, yeah. Like, well, did you know that she's been involved in almost as much drama as Vita has been recently? And they're like, yes. And it's like, okay, so is that a reason to ban her? And they're like, no. Like, well, she's shown to be very mentally unstable in social situations. How about that?
Well,
they're like, no.
Okay, the way I would put this, and again, I think I could be fair enough about this. Buttons is introverted enough, so unless people are actively poking Buttons, which, do you want me to give? I could give advice for fucking top of the barrel as well as Buttons in this case.
Well, here's the thing. So that I was talking to the head of the staff security at the con in DMs, and they said the only way we can ban someone is if they did something at the con. And I was like, okay, so what has Vita done at a previous con to get him banned? It's like, I can't disclose that. And I'm like, okay, can you disclose if he's been banned from another con? Or like at a previous Baroni con? And they're like, no, we can't disclose that.
Try refreshing. What's wrong, She? Is the audio's no good or what? I know he took acid at 2014, so unless that's on the books. I know Rarefag was holding him up from Horse News. I don't know if that got as high as con security. I know Horse News kind of sort of got into trouble because there was some dude who was whipping around Mayo who was next to Horse News, who they called Agent Mayo. They ended up bringing some salad up to Never Free. Dumb brony shit. Not you, FNGR. My keyboard doesn't work. Speak Chinese. Lol. Okay. Good afternoon. Yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, I just didn't want to stream this on the main channel because fucking... Oh, fuck, is it 3:15? Yeah, I actually gotta go drop off my fucking computer at Best Buy, so I'm gonna have